Okay, so we are starting the meeting on November 4, 2019 at 4:05 p.m. We can do a roll call, please.
Chair Gokan,
Present.
Commissioner Linke,
Present.
Commissioner Pensiers,
Present.
Commissioner Fowler.
Present.
Please note that we have Commissioner Hunter and Vice Chair Johnson and Commissioner Brandon absent, Perez absent today. Next, we're going to go to approval of the minutes of the last meeting on October 7th, 2019. Do we have any comments from the commissioners? Commissioner Link.
No.
No comments. Do I have a motion to approve the meeting?
I would approve the minutes as written.
Okay, do I get a second?
I'll second.
Approved, second. We'll go for a vote. All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed?
Vote no.
You're opposing the minutes.
Only on the, I'd like the record to reflect that I think we need comprehensive minutes or some recording of the meeting, make a full record.
Okay, so please note that Commissioner Linke is opposing the minutes due to the comments that he made. Okay. Next, we're going to cover the procedures for the public hearing. I see we have public in the audience. If anybody wants to make any comments or show any concern for any agenda items that is not on the agenda today, this is your perfect time. It's at the public comment portion. You'll have to fill out a request to speak form and hand it to our minutes clerk. When your name is called, please, we don't have the podium. This is for when we have it at the city hall, so it's a little bit different. But when we call your name, please come forward and give your name and address. And then you have 3 minutes to speak on any discussion, anything that you want to bring up. Due to the Brown Act, the commissioners cannot take any action because it's not on the agenda item. But what we can do is either ask at the end of the meeting to put it on the agenda item for future meetings, or the staff can take on and discuss with you offline anything about it. So with that, Commissioner request, that's all it is about the public comments on the non-agenda item. If you do have comments on the agenda item, everything, all the procedures apply. The way the agenda items go, staff makes a presentation, commissioners ask any clarifying questions. Then we're going to open for public comments, and you make your public comment for 3 minutes. Commissioners will ask any additional questions, and then we'll vote. So with that said, we're going to open for public comment. Now we have a couple of people that would like to discuss school traffic safety. So we're going to start with Ms. Cosmans. Annabelle? Just stand up. You don't have to come to any
Chair Gokan. 3 minutes? Okay, I'll do that for you. 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yeah. I'll
Yes.
read my finger.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Annabelle from Calvera Hills Elementary. I am worried about people walking or riding their bikes to school because one day a car hit one of the crossing guards and now there are 3 new ones there. Also one day when my friend Avery was riding her scooter home and she got hit by a car. And my mom does not want me to walk to school because she is afraid that me and my brother will get hit.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Thank you.
We'll make a note. Good job. Next, we have AJ.
Hello, my name is AJ.
Can you speak up a little bit so we can hear you?
Hello, my name is AJ. at Calvary Hills Elementary School. My mom won't let me walk to school because he says it is too dangerous. We need more crossing guards to help protect children from being hurt. We also need more police to stop all the speeding cars around the school. Again, my name is AJ. Thank you for helping keep me and my school safe.
Thank you, AJ. And next we have Ms. Panagidis.
Yep, that's me.
You can please pronounce your last name out.
It's Panagidis, Lila
Panagidis.
Panagidis. Good afternoon. My name is Lila Panagidis, and I'm a mom. I'm a working mom, and I'm also a mom of a middle schooler at Calvary Hills Middle School. And I'm really concerned about the safety of the children who use Cannon in college to get to and from school. So just from context, for 2 years I drove my son to school using Cannon in college, and I observed very carefully what was going on around me. And so I reached out to people, I did some research, I talked to city traffic engineers, parents, students, police officers, school administrators, and then I embarked on research, and I started looking at some of the data-driven side of traffic safety. I started looking at some best practices around the nation, around the globe. I looked at speed legislation law and NTSA reports, and so I'd like to just share some of my observations and insights from my research. So first, my assumption is that Cannon Road and College were built during a time when school buses actually took kids to school. And so because of that, their initial designs didn't really imagine a day when kids would be walking. We have hundreds of kids walking to school now, some as young as 6 years old, and they're having to cross a 4-lane arterial road to get to school. Second, College and Cannon, as many of you know, are designated as arterial roads. One has speed limit of 50 miles per hour, and the one has 45 miles per hour. Now the speeds are set by California state law, but they're set regardless of changing demographics, context, or road use. And so this historical method of determining the speed limit doesn't really take into account the severity of injuries that are inflicted on a pedestrian if they're hit by a car traveling at a prevailing speed. Now there's some legal obstacles that we have in making our streets safer, but California is giving us some hope because our legislators are looking into the issue of giving municipalities more control over the speed limits. And AB 2363 is working through the California Assembly right now that will allow some exemptions at local jurisdictions around speed limits. So I have 2 asks for you. The first ask is that the committee first recognize that Band-Aid approaches to pedestrian safety, such as some traffic calming measures, do not address the underlying cause or the issue of why the roads were not initially designed for children to walk to and from schools and requires a different response. Second, I ask that the committee form a multi-stakeholder task force to create real-world innovative solutions for road safety. And this task force has to be involving a lot of different stakeholders, but especially the students and the parents of those students. And it should be human-centered. And that means it starts by understanding at a very deep level the experience that people have of interacting with our roads today. So we already have a lot of studies. I think we should take a page from the best product companies out there who see the world through the customer's eyes, and they redesign products and services that create real value. So we need real-world innovative solutions to make our communities safer. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and last we have Ms. Ruiz, Donna.
Hi, my name is Donna Ruiz. I'm a parent at Calvary Hills Elementary School and Middle School. And you heard from my daughter, Annabelle. My concern is, in addition to College and Cannon speed that was just discussed, is also on Tamarack, the surrounding roads. What happens is the parents drop off their kids, then they go back out, headed towards College, and then go on their way. And what happens is they end up driving in the bicycle lane while kids are walking to school. And so not just the dotted line, it's the solid white line as well. So as you can see here, I'm driving up Tamarack, someone's coming alongside me in the bicycle lane, right after a child was just coming down the bicycle lane, opposite direction, but kids do what they do. So in several instances this happens and they go very fast. It's up a hill, it's a blind corner, and I'm very concerned that children will get hit. That same corner is where crossing guard got hit, and this happens on a daily basis. We did have police there at one point when the school year first started, but as soon as the police are gone, the cars start going up the bicycle lane again. So this is where, whatever the solution is, a suggestion may be no turning on right during those school high traffic hours, no dotted line, or no driving in the bike lane. But I think it definitely needs to be addressed because it's only a matter of time until someone gets hit.
When did the crossing guard cut hit? Do you know the period?
It was this school year.
It was in September, I don't have the date for you.
Okay. So,
It was Will, his name is Will.
So if a grown man wearing a reflective vest and a hat and a huge stop sign gets hit, you can only imagine what would happen to a 6-year-old. Do you want to pass that around? Thank you.
thank you. Okay, anybody else? Yes?
So, for everybody in the audience, we're adopting a work plan, or the city council is going to adopt a work plan on November 12th, and one of the top items on that is school safety issues. So one of our focuses, I think, for the next several months is going to be exactly these types of issues.
And we really appreciate you coming, and please come back with more update, and we're gonna keep you posted of what we're doing and what we can do. Okay? Anything else on public comments? No? Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna move to departmental reports. So, we have police report.
Skip that, there's not a police report.
We will skip it because we don't have anybody, so it's going to work out great for us since we have some commissioners that are going to be early. So we'd like to be able to do the
Before we leave
career
this, can I make a comment or ask a question?
in regards to,
Police reports.
yes.
So why do we think, you did not hear anything about that in any of the police reports about the crossing guards getting hit? And there was another comment that a child got hit on the scooter. So does that mean that no police were called, or?
So since we don't have the police present here to answer our questions, what we can do after we're done with the communication work plan at the commissioner's comments, we can bring it up to staff and then see if they can get some answers for that. And this is why I asked the month when it happened. We did not hear anything. It could also be that maybe some of it was in Oceanside, and so we're going to find out.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it wouldn't be up Oceanside, because that's what was at the top.
We're trying to give the benefit of the doubt,
Right, yeah.
but yes. So we're going to inquire about it after we